can see though, the Echo Sneak pair, they're going to be loving this, sat in first and second. Great result for the pair of them.
Just got to bring all my settings back up
Ian Walsh puts himself slightly in the wall as he tries to warm up his tyres. Not going to want to be doing that. As you can see though, the car's just getting themselves into order. But yeah, as mentioned in the chat though, it was a great move for second place at the end of race 1. Let's see what they can do this time around. So, as a reminder, for those that aren't aware, the starting positions for race 2 are the finishing positions of race 1. So, obviously, Kian Walsh on your screen now, he finished in first place, so he starts from pole all the way back to 16th with Jeremy Bounier starting obviously where he finished, and then bottom 5 of Rausel, German, Lees, Birch and Artis, or Artis? Alan Artis? Could be Artis. Are positioned where they finished in B. So of course the winner for B Lobby was Josh Rausel, so you find him in 17th, second was Dave German, then Connor Lees, Philip Birch and Alan Artis in obviously on track 21st, which is the situation. As you can see, Kian Walsh and Liam Ferguson just messing around a little bit with each other on the warm-up lap. Nothing too bad there.
I'm not sure who that was that just left, but somebody who I don't think should have been here.
No, it wasn't one of the drivers. It's all good. I think they joined after the race had already started. So whoever that was, nice try. So what do we think then? Do we think it's going to be a repeat of race 1? Are we going to see a Kian Walsh masterclass? Is he going to go away with this one and take a race 2?
Ooh, it is a tricky one. It is a tricky one because you'd like to say Ryan Beale. You know, he had 2 wins from the opening round, but to me, it just seems like this is a Vox track, and I think Liam Ferguson's got a point to prove here. You know, he's won how many championships in a row now? Is he 4 or 5 times in a row?
I think he had a one season where he missed out. Where he had one season where his teammate won in Dan Lyons.
Yes.
But otherwise, yeah. I think of the last 5, he's won 4. If I've got my maths right. I'll have to make sure I get that completely correct. So apologies to Ferguson if I've got that wrong.
Did he win a race last time out? Sunset? It's only a week ago, and I'm forgetting.
No, I think Ferguson is yet to win a race this season. He has his finishing so far has been 3rd, 2nd, 4th, and then 3rd again.
That was it. It was a TPR's clean sweep last week, wasn't it? It was Sherlock that won the second race.
Sherlock and Beale kind of sharing the spoils last time round. But here we go though. Cars are just getting themselves lined up on the grid, ready for race 2. Very excited to see how this one goes. See the last ones, just watching the grid getting into position. I think that's just Alan Artis just bringing up Rip, getting himself into the right spot. But here they go then. Race 2 is underway. It's a great start there from the Echo pair, but also Liam Ferguson. Look at him diving between the pair of them. Liam Ferguson looking to try and take the whole shot into turn 1, but I think under braking, Kian Walsh is going to nick that one away from him. Otherwise, it looks like everyone's got through okay. Ryan Beale, though, does look like he's going to make an opportunistic move up the inside. So into 2 and 3 up the S's. You can see it's Kian Walsh and Liam Ferguson side by side. Behind them, you can see it's Sam Creek and Ryan Beale side by side. If Beale looks to slot in behind Liam Ferguson and try and almost NASCAR push him up the hill.
Oh, he got car backwards. Car backwards.
Is that Connor Lees? I think I've seen him drop down the order quickly.
No,
it might be Owen Good. I think that's. We'll come back and check that one in a minute. Meanwhile, up at the front. Good. Up at the front now, you can see everyone looks like they've got through nearly side by side. It's Kian Walsh still up in front. Second place is Liam Ferguson. Third place for Ryan Beale. I think it's Owen Good who was out on that one, and he is completely out. So that is really unfortunate for him. He had a similar incident at the start of race 1 in the original beginning, but it unfortunately was a reset on that one. Meanwhile, up here though, you can see Ferguson really putting Cian Walsh under pressure. Has he made the move as Walsh goes wide? Yes, he has. And Sam Creek's looking like he's also going to get his teammate as well. Bit of a slide there from the Echo Sneak guy. You can see Ryan Beale's going to try and gather a place from that one, but he's not quite going to do it. As you can see, all these cars though so close together. This top 4 though immediately looking to continue where they left off last time round. Liam Ferguson though takes the lead from Cian Walsh. Sam Creek is in 3rd place, followed by Ryan Beale. Alper Turk in 5th. He's going to hope for a stronger performance this time round. Joe Turnell's in 6th place. Mark Guest is in 7th. These guys, look at the map. You can see how close they all are as everyone makes their way through the left-hander. Looks like they've all made it through safely. No one in the wall this time round. It's really unfortunate though that we have lost Owen Good in that opening lap.
Just scrolling through here, looks like everyone's still pointing the right direction. Everyone's still in the train as it stands.
Good to see. Haven't lost too much then. Obviously, it's really unfortunate to have as it looks like at the back, I can see they've gone almost 3 wide. Is that Connor Lees who's made a double overtake into turn 1? He looks like he's going to try and go up the inside of Robin Walters. He's definitely got rid of Philip Birch. See the Lees and Walters side by side going up the hill. Meanwhile, up at the front though, have to keep an eye as Ryan Beale looks like he's under pressure from not just Sam Creek, but also Alper Turk. Actually, Turk's made himself into 4th place and is now slotted in behind. We go into the left-right. It's a change for the lead as Cian Walsh takes 1st place back. Oh, a little bit wide though on the exit of the bus stop.
The joys of a long train here. I'm forever flicking through, trying to keep up with the action.
Yeah, the thing they've got to be careful though, this button, what is now the bottom 3 runners of Walters, Birch and Lees find themselves 18th, 19th and 20th respectively, are dropping off the back of the pack. And of course with 17th also dropping down, these 3 really need to find their way back into this fight, otherwise they will be finding themselves back into B lobby for race 3. Further through the grid though, you can see Mark Guest looks like he's side by side currently with Joe Turnell. He's got the inside line. Turnell though under braking. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there from Turnell. Looks like he tapped the back of Sam Creek, and that's going to give the opportunity for Guest to... he's going to hold the outside line. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to stick out there. He's gone a little bit deep actually. He couldn't find himself under pressure from Phil Garside. No, he's just managed to slot in front. It's top 4 though. As you can see, similar story again. They're trying to get away quick. It's Cian Walsh, Liam Ferguson, Ryan Beale and Alper Turk now. This front 4 are trying to create a gap to 5th place in the way of Sam Creek. There's about a second back to him as he's now the leader of this big pack going all the way down. You can see towards the rear of that one, Kevin Keenan making a place on Josh Rousel, find himself back in the 16th place. So unfortunate for Owen Good though, find himself out of this one from a first lap incident.
This is an unfortunate thing really. I just saw literally a car just shoot across. The standard bunching you get as you come out of that S section, it just leads itself to bunching. But a lot of changes there. I think that Sherlock's just made a move on Phil Gar's side.
Yeah, Jason Sherlock finds himself up into 8th place. He's not really too happy with his start. I think that's not Kevin Keenan, that's Michael Dessy, I think.
It's Dessy, yeah, he's gone wide and he's in a drop zone now.
Yeah, Dessy, that's not great for him. Finds himself down in 17th. Looks like he did make a slight mistake
as well. It's both the teammate cars, the Close Quarters Racing, the Dunkin' Donuts teams, both of their cars, as it stands, will be going down to B lobby.
Yeah, they will. But there's still, you know, 7.5 laps to go, so hopefully for their sake they can find their way back through. You can see Connor Lees at the back of this pack, just unable to find any room to make through. Meanwhile, up at the front though, for a second it looked like Ferguson was going to make a move on Cian Walsh. Cian looks like he's got some real pace around here today.
I must say, Steve, just a moment ago you were saying about the back 3 that were dropping away. Obviously I know we've had Michael Dessy running wide. They've caught straight back up to the pack.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think the fighting going on ahead of him, as you can see, I think that was Bounier side by side with Rousel. Finds himself in 14th. It's a good drive so far from Rousel, making up some positions.
Alan Artis doing well there with his, I must like his name. Chef Test Dummy is his official team entry name.
Yeah, it's a good name, that one. Finds himself down in 16th place. I don't believe that Alan Artis actually had a run last season, so it'll be good to see what he can do this time round. You see though, Michael Desi, after such a strong performance last week, as I say, find himself down in 17th place. He's not going to be too happy with that one. We go back towards the front. As you can see, that top four has really escaped from 5th place.
Doesn't look to be a track that is really suiting the Audi, really. We saw it right up there last week at Sunset, but it just doesn't seem to be clicking with them today.
I think the lead Audi at the moment actually might be Desi. I nearly did it then. I nearly did it. Not sure if there's any of the Audis up there. Not sure I'm not missing anyone with that.
No, I think you might actually be right there.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate for them. Like I say, it just doesn't seem to be, whether it's they're not clicking or whatever it is, it's not 100% working out for them, but we'll keep an eye and see if anything changes. Meanwhile, you can see just behind Sam Creek, as this quartet look to make their way through, Mark Guess is under a bit of pressure there from Sherlock. Sherlock's in 8th place. We haven't seen much of him this race. This night so far, actually, he didn't have the, qualified a bit in the pack, and is just find himself not quite up the front where he'd like to be.
We were talking about this, Steve, last week, weren't we? Looked like TPR were going to be the team to beat this season, but they've just been brought back into the fight here. Is it the conditions that are playing the part? Does the track just suit other cars more than their focus is?
It's hard to tell, if I'm honest. I think obviously we didn't get much of a chance to see anything from Keir Walsh last time round, who is the one that's really showing off a little bit at the moment with his pace. I can see, him himself is having a great drive so far, and he's sat here in really well worked first position. I mean, Ryan Beale is finding himself in 3rd, so a bit of a slide there from Ferguson in the background. See if that upsets his exit. I think he might be under a bit of pressure from Beale actually as a result of that.
So one driver that's done very well.
No, he's not.
This race, Steve. Dave Jerkman, promoted from B Lobby, up in 12th so far.
That's a very good point. That's a really good drive from him so far, as we just watch his teammate run wide again through the bus stop. Yeah, Dave Jones, just have a quick check of him. He has the exact same line as Ferguson, never mind. But he does.
I was literally just about to say, he's keeping it mirrored within the team. He's under a fair bit of pressure though there. Kevin Keane, keeping him honest with his privateer Civic. Yeah, Kevin Keenan. He's under a little bit of pressure actually. He's got to be careful because Josh Rowles behind him is looking to try and, cause an upset there as well. Meanwhile, though, he's doing very well. Promoted from B Lobby, doing very well with his Mercedes. He's actually looking on the inside of Keenan, sliding. I don't know if there was contact there, but he's
got that inside. He might have the position nailed into the braking zone in that Mercedes.
Honda's just got the legs on the straight. Mercedes should have it under braking. Yeah, Keenan's still holding well there, still side by side.
Sticking side by side, I think just into left-hander. Rouser decides fight this another day and just back out that one and just tuck in behind, but have to just keep one eye on that one. Meanwhile, the battle at the top 4, Alpa Turk in 4th place. Obviously after taking the points deduction for swapping it into that Astros, he watches Ryan Beale make a tap on the outside wall, which could give the exit to Turk, as he's just putting under a lot of pressure. I just don't think there's not enough of braking zone into 1 to really warrant a dive there. They're going to try and stick out and try and do something up on the way to the bus stop. So these two seem to be just pairing off slightly. Obviously Ferguson and Walsh up first, and Beale and Turk for 3rd. Behind them though, just have to keep an eye though. Sam Creek looking to do the same again. Ferguson though has got the inside line into the bus stop chicane. Is he going to make the move on Keir Walsh into the right-hander? Yes, he does. He's going to make it stick through the stop. Little bit of an exit issue from him there, a little bit on the grass, but I think he's just managed to hold on to that one. Further back actually, there's a big fight going on for 6th place, sorry. I think there was a mistake there from one of the others, where Those three did look really bunched up on the map, but it looks like they just managed to settle it down as I switched over to them.
Yeah, I literally, as soon as I looked up, I saw a 2,000th of a second gap. I thought, oh, best jump to that, and yeah, they were all
just settled themselves just as we switched. But
saying that, a 2,000 second gap, we've got a cracking battle still going on here with the Mercedes here of Josh Russell and Kevin Keenan. They're still having a cracking battle here.
These two are really fighting away for 13th place. It's a great drive from the pair of them. I think they've just got to be a little bit careful though, because Bunier and the kind of following behind him are making their way. Meanwhile though, Michael Desi has found himself in 19th place. Connor Lees has now overtaken him up into 18th. Lees will of course be looking ahead at this battle in front of him and trying to get with this lot and try and keep himself in A lobby for the final round. You can see, I think the battle between 5th and 6th is going to heat up soon, as I've just seen those two cars side by side in the background. That's Mark Guest and Phil Garside into turn 1. Garside's got the inside line and beat them under braking.
I think these two have spent the last 2-3 years practically going side by side. I'm forever seeing them swapping positions.
Yeah, they had such a great battle between the two of them in race 1. A bit of respect between the pair as they finished that one up, and here they are in race 2, just continuing where they left off. And I think Jason Sherlock in 7th place is glad to have got a little bit ahead of them now and to try and escape and let them fight amongst themselves. Meanwhile, up at the front, still the scrap goes on for 1st place. Ferguson leading Keel Walsh around. Beale and Turk in 3rd and 4th. Just sticking with them, keeping them honest. Any mistakes between the pair of them and they will find themselves in the clutches. 5th place though, as you can see, Sam Creek is under a bit of pressure now from Joe Turner.
Yeah, it just looks like Creek's dropping back from this battle up the front here. Obviously came 2nd in the first race. Just falling back here. Is he saving pace for the end? Because
I think if he might have taken too long. Because my worry is that he's completely lost the slipstream now, possibly. So yeah, I think what is possibly happened is he's just lost the slipstream with a bit of a... because he did also get that tap, didn't he, from a few laps ago from the back, actually, amongst that battle that was going on with Phil Garside, etc. So I wonder if he's just lost enough time to not be able to stay with and not be able to, make most of that slipstream down the straight, etc. And I think he's just fallen slightly into the clutches of those behind, but
got to
keep an eye on him.
Down here, Steve, just outside the top 10 for 11th place here. The Mercedes, once again, Josh Russell, he's putting a lot of pressure on here. And he
goes up the inside of Scott Morgan. Is he going to make the move into turn 1? I think he might. Morgan's going to try and hang it around the outside. A little bit wide there from Morgan.
Was that running wide to keep the position? That's one for the stewards. Thank God I don't get involved in that.
See what they have to say. Russell is tucked in inside.
I think this time though
he's
and Dave German's going to be looking at this as well.
Yeah, Dave German looking to try and follow the Mercedes through. Still side by side though. These four extremely close through the bus stop now.
Kevin Keenan's keeping the shop on this one.
Dave German just managed to save that, as I think he got attacked from behind, as Kevin Keenan did actually lose out as well. Kevin Keenan's dropped behind Brunier. There has been a swap for 5th place as we were watching that fight for 11th place. Sam Creek has found himself overtaken by Joe Turnell, so Turnell finds himself in 5th.
I'm just going to put this out there, Steve, and I'm just going to say this. Do you reckon Ferguson is playing this out till the last lap? We know it's a track that favours slipstream. Is he just sitting there biding his time?
We know Ferguson is a really patient driver. He will sit behind someone and wait for the perfect moment to overtake. I wouldn't be surprised.
But look who's closing in on Ferguson. It's Ryan Beale.
Ryan Beale, that's the thing. Ferguson finds himself in a really awkward spot here in second place, because if he makes any mistake, if he doesn't go for the move correctly, he will find Ryan Beale and potentially Alpaturk take the places off him. As we say that, Beale's got a really good exit from the final corner and is looking to try and pull alongside Liam Ferguson into the first turn. All he does is show himself in the mirrors.
Beale's got the same problem though, Steve, because obviously he's got Alpaturk up behind him as well. This is the situation. He's got the same as Ferguson. Ferguson can attack, but if he messes up, he loses positions. It's the same with Beale.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the luckiest one of this group right now is actually probably Alpaturk. So you can see Beale, did he have a look at the inside? No, he isn't. He's trying to follow Ferguson through. Ferguson looks like he's got the inside line into the bus stop. No, he's had to back out again. Alpaturk, though, he's got a really good exit onto the of the bus stop. It's just going to hang around the outside of Ryan Beale. No, he's going to just slot in behind. But here's his chance for me. Here's Ferguson's chance. Beale has just dropped off enough. I think Ferguson can have a look if he fancies it.
This is where we're going to see what he can do. But this is the thing now. Do you take the risk? Do you try and do something, or do you just take the points? We're still early in the championship. Yes, we know he's not had a win yet. He wants his first win. He's a multiple champion. Early in the season, take the points, or do you go for the win? I think this is actually kind of answering our question now. He's looking for the win here.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is trying to just... I think the problem he's got is he's just slightly being held up. Obviously, you know, no disrespect at all to Kim Walsh. He's trying an incredibly good race, but Ferguson is just... There's moments where he looks like he's slightly quicker, but he's just not able to make the move, find the gap, etc. Walsh is putting his car in the perfect spot. You know, he's getting the best exits he can. He's doing all of the right things. I think right now...
Beale and
this is the time when
they're closing back in. I wonder.
It's just rubber banding these four, aren't they? As they exit the final corner, though, as they get ready to start the final lap.
Would you say could it be Walsh potentially backing up Ferguson into Beale?
Wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if Beale's just if Walsh is trying to keep Ferguson, you know, thinking about the two behind him. Because Walsh definitely has the pace.
It's a very clever bit of driving if this is the case, because you've got to do it when you're quick in the right spots, because if you don't get this right, and Ferguson's got a good run out here, I think this could be the moment.
I think Ferguson's he's been shown the outside line. Surely Beale isn't going to try and make it on the pair. I think he's got him before the braking line. Oh, they're going to stay side by side through the bus stop. Surely not. He's had to back out that one slightly. He has done it onto the final. In the final lap now, Liam Ferguson finds himself in first place into the downhill right-hander. Behind him you can see the Ryan Beale and Alpaturk side by side, but Ryan Beale manages to hold on to that one. As now Kean Wolf finds himself just tucked in behind Liam Ferguson. Is he going to wait for the right moment? We saw the move made into the final corner in race 1. Are we going to see something similar this time around? Kean Walsh, Liam Ferguson, look at how quick he's trying to get away early. He knows about the pressure behind. He just wants that position. He wants to get away, wants to solidify first place, but Kean Walsh is all over the back of him trying to take that one straight back.
Just drop down quickly because I've just been watching my ticker go absolutely crazy. 10th, 11th, 12th, they're just side by side, swapping positions. You know, I'd love to give positions, but it's changed. But now I've read them out, they've changed.
Love to be able to keep an eye on that one, but this fight here for first place is a little bit of a wide entry there from Kean Walsh. Is he trying to set something up, try and get the better exit? I'm not sure. He's just going to slot in behind Ferguson now. Is Ferguson going to make it stick? I think Ferguson might have done enough. Into the final corner, into the right-hander. Kean Walsh looks like he might have to settle for second here. He's driven so well, but Liam Ferguson... We spoke about it. He made his move. He got the position. Liam Ferguson wins race 2 of the night. Kean Walsh takes third place. Third place is Ryan Beale. Fourth for Alpaturk. Fifth goes for Joe Turnell as the AI take over their cars. Sixth place for Sam Preek. Seventh for Jason Sherlock. And then 6 seconds back is 8th place Phil Garside. Then it is Alex Ellis and Mark Guest coming home in 10th place. Great drive.
Once again, Steve, we've not really focused on the relegation zone, but yeah. Alan Artis was the man who's returning back to B lobby. Connor Lease going down, but the big shock there, Michael Dessy is in the drop zone. He's back to B lobby after a strong showing at Sunset Peninsula. It's just not clicked for them down here at Watkins Glen.
so unfortunate for Desi. He's going to find himself, of course, you know, let's just confirm that bottom 5 though. As you say, that Audi, I mean, you know, his teammate in Robin Walters did manage to come home in 15th place, so he will be seen in the final race of the night. But like you say, Michael Desi, after such a strong showing last time around, just hasn't clicked too greatly for him. He's gonna drop down now, 18th place, finds himself in B lobby. It's gonna be a good, you know, good points haul still, 18th. But the real problem for that one